Hey guys, welcome back. Happy 2017. I hope you all enjoyed your holiday season and were able to spend a lot of quality time with family and loved ones. This video today is going to be my beauty favorites of all of 2016. I also brought back the old background. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys will be familiar with this background right here. Because it's a new year, I figured I would bring it back and switch it up a little bit. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of my favorite products all throughout 2016, then please keep watching. So first I want to start off with hair care. I normally don't talk about hair care here on my channel because I am very simple when it comes to hair care. The first products I want to talk about are a shampoo and conditioner that I've been loving over the past few months. The shampoo and conditioner I'm talking about are the Garnier Whole Blends Nourishing Shampoo and Conditioner. This is what they look like, and these are the ones with avocado oil and shea butter, and they claim to deeply replenish and restore your hair. Within the first wash, when I used both of these products, I immediately felt how soft my hair was afterwards, and it stayed that way, and I saw a difference in how healthy my hair looked. So ever since I tried these out, I've been using them non-stop, and I highly suggest picking them up. They are cheap. You can find them at the drugstore. I picked mine up at Walmart. So if you do try them out, let me know what you think. Next, we're just gonna wait it out. Okay, so the next product I just want to talk about in a very broad sense is a hair serum. I have very frizzy, wavy hair, so I always like to either straighten my hair or curl my hair. And when I straighten my hair, which I do choose to do most often because it's a lot easier to handle, one trick that I started using is applying a hair serum at the tips of my hair, slowly working it up maybe about halfway. Wouldn't go any higher because you don't want your hair to look greasy at all. Really helped keep my ends from becoming that much more damaged, and they helped strengthen them a lot and helped them last as long as they did without being cut. One that I've been using for the past few months is the Pantene Smooth Frizz Fixing Serum. And this is what it looks like. It is very thin in consistency. Obviously you can see it shaking around in the bottle. I've used other thicker serums and they made my hair feel way too greasy, which is why I really like this one. It smells like candy, cotton candy or something very, very sweet, so it does smell good. And then recently I picked up, I'll just show you guys because I've loved it so far, is the Matrix Exquisite Oil from their Biolage line. And this is what it looks like. Don't be fooled with the high-end brand because I got this on clearance at Ulta. It was half off, so I purchased it for around $11 or $12, and it works wonders. So if you guys want to try these serums out, go right ahead, but just any hair serum with a thin consistency, try it out on the ends of your hair when you straighten your hair, and I promise you it'll make a difference. The last two products I want to talk about with hair care is dry shampoo. So they're both cheap. One's cheaper than the other. The cheaper one is from Dove, and it's the Volume Dry Shampoo. It's the one with the pink, although they've come out with a couple different kinds of dry shampoos now. But this is the one that I've been loving this year. As you can see, I don't know where all of my caps are on my hair care products. I love this, first of all, because it smells delicious. I swear there is no other hair care product that smells better than Dove hair care products. But not only that, it's very lightweight and it does work well in your hair. You may have to reapply this halfway throughout the day just to give your hair a little revamp in your roots. But other than that, I love this so much, and it's only $4 or so. The other dry shampoo that I love the most, and no dry shampoo can really do better, at least that I've tried, is the Batiste dry shampoos. This is not the one that I usually use. I usually use the one in the cheetah print bottle. The only difference is the scent to it. I like the cheetah print scent better than this one. This is in the cherry scent. It still smells really nice, and this dry shampoo lasts all day long for me. It once again does exactly what a dry shampoo should do. It revives your hair. This definitely gives you a lot more volume than the Dove dry shampoo does, which is why I like this one a lot more. This is twice the price of the Dove dry shampoo, but nonetheless they both work great. I only have a few skincare products for this video. The first skincare product I want to talk about is a body lotion, and this is the Carrie Shea Butter Nourishing Body Lotion. I like this body lotion in particular because it gives your skin a beautiful, healthy glow. This doesn't have a shimmer to it, no glitter, nothing like that. It just makes your skin shine, and I know that I used this in one of my summer videos all on my décolleté and my shoulders, and I know I got a few compliments on how healthy my skin looked and how it was glowing in those videos. This is the product that I had on my skin, and I would also use this on my legs or my arms throughout the summertime. I would make sure I wouldn't leave the house without this on. The second skincare product I want to talk about is the Soap & Glory The Righteous Butter. I know everyone talks about this. I'm very late to jump on the bandwagon for Soap & Glory products, but I smelled this when I walked into Ulta one day, and I decided to pick it up just because of the way it smelled. I am very sensitive to scents. I can't stand a lot of perfumes or a lot of candles. I'm very, very sensitive. It has to be very subtle for me to wear it. One of the reasons why I decided to pick this up is because of the scent that it had. To me, it has a perfumey scent, but it's subtle enough that I was able to wear it and not get a headache or not get nauseous because of it. So anytime that I would go out on a date night, I would make sure to wear this in place of a perfume, because you always want to smell good on your date nights. Either that, or I would apply this right after getting out of the shower. So this was an amazing product of 2016. And then the final skincare product I want to talk about is the Murad Oil Control Mattifier. This, of course, is a lot more expensive, but if you have oily skin and you are having difficulty in controlling your oils, then I would try this out and use it in place of a moisturizer. I use this a lot in the summertime when I wouldn't wear makeup, and also underneath my makeup. I promise you, if you have oily skin, this product will work wonders. Next, we're going on to the fun stuff. We're going to start talking about all the makeup. So for primers, I've loved 3 different primers this year. So the first primer that I loved this year was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I would use this when my skin felt particularly dry that day, or when I'm going out for a special occasion and I want my makeup to look flawless. When this product first came out, I don't know if it came out in 2016 or 2015, but a lot of people were skeptical, including me, and we were all thinking, okay, you're paying $30-something for water in a bottle. But I promise you, it's so much more than that. This product does make your makeup go on a lot smoother, and it really preps your skin in a flawless way. The next 2 primers are from the same brand. These are the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizers, and this one is smoothing, and this one is the mattifying one. Whenever I am using a matte foundation, I like to go in with a smoothing primer, because if I use a matte primer and a matte foundation, those 2 products combined make my skin way too matte and kind of crinkle my makeup in unattractive ways, and I just don't like that. So I like to use smoothing primers with matte foundations, and this is the smoothing primer that I like the best. The reason why is because it does not give your skin that silicone slippery feeling that a lot of pore perfecting and smoothing primers can leave on your skin. So out of all of the mattifying primers that I tried out this year, this one definitely does the trick. I'm telling you, if you have oily skin, you need to try out this primer because it definitely mattifies your skin. And one thing I love about this is it's almost a mattifying and pore perfecting primer in one, because when I first used this product, I noticed immediately how it made my pores disappear in this area. So that's another benefit to this primer. I absolutely love it, and I highly suggest checking it out if you have oily skin. The drugstore foundation that I loved this year was the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I loved this so much that I currently own it in 3 different shades. I love it because it looks completely natural on your skin. It's not a matte foundation that makes your skin look lifeless, like it has no moisture at all. And I feel like if you have dry skin and you're looking for a matte finish but you don't want something to cling on to your dry patches, I would suggest checking this out because it has a very thin consistency, and to me it has more of a natural to soft matte finish, and it's not super drying like a lot of matte foundations can be. It's not particularly long wearing, so I would wear this maybe for a date night when you're only going to be out for a few hours, but it's not a foundation that you're going to wear for an 8 or 12-hour workday. Nonetheless, it's still beautiful on the skin, which is why I have tons of colors in this foundation. And then the high-end foundation that I fell in love with this year is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. It covers every little thing without looking cakey, which is why I love this foundation so much, and it does last for a very long time. For concealers, I chose a drugstore concealer and a high-end concealer. Throughout 2016 and throughout my videos, you have seen me use the Maybelline Master Conceal, which I do love, and you saw me use this quite often, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I like this concealer because it gives you light to medium coverage. It is very creamy in consistency, and it has a natural finish to it. So it looks beautiful on the skin when you're using it to highlight the rest of your face. It does work very well underneath the eyes as long as you set it with some loose powder, and it is a very cheap concealer. All I can say are good things about this concealer. For the high-end concealer, I blame one of my friends who gave this to me as a gift, and ever since I have repurchased it. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Everyone has been talking about this, but I promise you it's for good reason. This is definitely worth the hype. This concealer is 100% full coverage. This covers it all. It makes your under eyes look flawless when you apply it. Or what I also like to use this concealer for is concealing blemishes, because it is that highly pigmented and it has more of a drier to matte type of formula. If you tried to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to cover blemishes, it would not work because this is way too thin and way too creamy. It'll just slide all over the place. But when you put this on a blemish and you tap it out with your finger, you let it dry for a second, it will not move. This definitely wins the Best Concealer of 2016 award. I'm telling you guys. So for face powders, I have 3 to talk about, and they're all used for different purposes. The loose powder that I use to set underneath the eyes and the rest of the face if I just want a translucent powder is, no surprise, the Coty Airspun Loose Powder. I basically use this in every single one of my videos. Ever since I picked this up this year, I've used this every single day. It's not super drying, it sets your under eyes flawlessly, and you can pick this up at Walmart for like $5. The only thing that I have to complain about this powder is the scent to it, but because of the high quality of the way this performs and because of the cheap price, I can easily overlook it, and because I've been using it for so long now, the scent doesn't bother me anymore and I'm used to it. So the second powder that I have to talk about, it is the Ulta Mineral Powder Foundation. What I like about this powder the most is the beautiful sheen that it has to it. I like to use this when I need to set my foundation, but I don't want to completely mattify it. It's from the Ulta brand, so it still is relatively affordable. And I love this particularly because it doesn't have specks of glitter in it. A lot of mineral foundations that I've tried at the drugstore, it looks fine on camera, it looks fine in the mirror. When you step out into the sunlight, you look like you have skin of Edward Cullen, like you're just gleaming because of the specks of sparkle that they put in that foundation. So I absolutely love it for one of those days that I just want my skin to look healthy. And then finally, the last powder is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Tan. I am obviously late to, I feel like MAC Cosmetics in general. I just started trying out their products this year. I know a lot of people used to use this in the past. I haven't seen a lot of people using it lately, but I like using this powder in particularly when I want a little bit more coverage to my skin. This definitely gives my skin a very natural, flawless look. Sometimes when you set your foundation with powder, you could get that powdery look. You could tell that you're wearing makeup. I like this because I'll go in with a very large powder brush and just lightly set my foundation all over my face, and it gives a very natural finish. So overall, I just really love this product, and I'm glad I finally tried it out after all these years. For contouring, I have one contour palette, and it is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I have used so much throughout the year. Pretty much every single shade has hit pan except for the two contour shades. I like this palette particularly because I have found a use for every single shade, so it's well worth my money. They are extremely pigmented to where when I put it on my face, I can tell that I put a highlighting powder underneath my eyes. I've used contour and highlighting palettes where it looks like I just put translucent powder underneath my eyes and there's no pigment to the highlighting shades whatsoever, but this is not a palette like that. These definitely have pigment to them, and the powders are super, super smooth. They make your under eyes look airbrushed, and there's so many good things that I can say about this palette. So I have recommended this palette to some of my friends whenever they've asked me which contour palette I like the most. This is definitely it. So 2016, I feel every single brand has come out with their own version of highlighters. So there were a lot of highlighters to choose from for this video, but I did not second guess my favorite one of 2016, and they are the Glow Kits from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the formula that I am in love with. They have a very nice sheen and a very nice glow to them. They're not overly glittery or sparkly, which is the kind of highlight that I really like. I like the highlight that just makes you have like a very nice glow on the tops of your cheeks. It's not super chunky or glittery. Every single time I wear them, I get so many compliments, and I absolutely love these. Next, we are going to move on to lip products. The liquid lipstick formula that I loved this year was the Kylie Lip Kit formula, and I know that this has had a lot of mixed reviews. I have tried the liquid lipstick by itself, and to be perfectly honest, it does crinkle on the inside of your lips like a lot of liquid lipsticks do, but I specifically like the lip kit because of the lip liner that comes with it. So right now I am wearing Ginger on my lips from Kylie Cosmetics, And something about applying the lip liner first with the liquid lipstick on top, it makes your lips feel very velvety smooth without feeling overly dry. This formula, as long as you apply the lip liner underneath, it does not feel uncomfortable on the lips whatsoever. And this is the shade that I liked the most so far that I own. This is Malibu, and it is a cool toned pinky nude. The reason why I like this the most is because I've tried the other ones like Candy K and Dolce K, but those two nudes, even exposed, is too dark for my skin tone. This does pull nude on me, which I really, really like. So this is why this shade is my favorite. But out of all the negative reviews, I'm giving it a positive one because I do genuinely like this product. And then I have a lip gloss that I discovered in 2016. I think it's very overlooked and very underrated at the drugstore. This is the Revlon Ultra HD Lip Lacquer, and this is the shade Sandstone. This is the perfect peachy nude for me, and I love it so much. The formula of this is not sticky at all. It's very pigmented, and it still has a shine to it like a lip gloss should. It doesn't have a scent to it, nothing like that. I love the NYX butter glosses, I always will, but this is definitely worth the money at the drugstore. I really enjoy this product, and I'm planning on picking up more shades at the drugstore very soon. So finally, we're going to move on to eyes. I have a mascara for you guys and some eyeshadows. So the mascara that really impressed me this year is the CoverGirl Super Sizer Mascara. I have worn this multiple times and have gotten compliments on my eyelashes. I don't have the longest eyelashes, and I don't have the most voluminous eyelashes either, and every time I would wear this, they would make my eyelashes curl and actually voluminize them without looking overly clumpy. This product doesn't really dry out super quickly, and I repurchased this around 3 or 4 times. I've really been loving this. When I wore this at work, I even had someone ask me if I was wearing false lashes, and to me, if I'm not wearing false lashes and you think I am, that is a win. And then finally, we're going to talk about eyeshadows. So a lot of people have mentioned the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette as their favorite eyeshadow palette, and I can 100% agree, but everyone mentioned it, literally everyone, so I just wanted to mention it here and give you guys another option that I loved this year. The eyeshadows that hands down are the best in my book are still Makeup Geek eyeshadows. They're very soft, they're very highly pigmented without giving you a lot of fallout, and they're at a very affordable price. So as you can see, most of these shadows are Makeup Geek. I think maybe these two are MAC, and that's it. But I love these shadows so much. I have a warm palette of the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I have a cooler toned palette that I put together as well with a little brown right here. I like having the brown just to kind of complete the look if I need it. And then on top of those, I also have some greens and blues. A lot of these are her foils eyeshadows, and this is her Infatuation blush from the original formula. But as you can see, I can't get enough of the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I would hands down choose them over any makeup palettes or any of my Morphe palettes. So if you guys haven't checked out Makeup Geek eyeshadows, I highly suggest you do so because they are definitely my favorite formula. So that wraps up my Best of Beauty 2016. Thank you guys for sticking through this video. I'm sure it's going to be a long one. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found some products that you are hoping to try out. I want to thank you guys so much for all of the love and support that you have shown me throughout the year. 2016 was a great year for my channel, and I am so thankful for all of you that are still here with me. I want to welcome anyone who's a new subscriber. Thank you for sticking with me through 2016, and I'm looking forward to another great year. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you are notified for any videos in the future, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.